we're going to be doing multiplication with word problems, it is really important that we think about our multiplication problems as groups. So if I say we want to multiply 3 times 10, it means we would have 3 groups of 10. All right, so our first group would have 10 in it, our second group would have 10 in it, and our third group would have 10 in it, and we want to know how many there is in total. So we really want to think about groups, and when we are solving our multiplication problems, you want to read the problem, think and plan in your head, how am I going to solve this problem? And then you want to solve it and you make sure you check your work. So if we look at our first problem, it says a toy store gets 3 cartons of stuffed bears. All right, so there's one of our groups. We have 3 groups. All right, there are 20 bears in each carton. So in our first group, there's 20. In our second group, there's 20. And our third group, there are 20. How many bears did the store get? So now we would want to put together our multiplication problem. So what you could do is you can underline the numbers, 3 cartons of 20 bears. So our multiplication problem would be 3 times 20. Okay. And when we have 3 times 20, we know that all we have to do is multiply the first 2 numbers, so the number in our tens place and our 3, and then we just add the 0. So 3 times 2 is 6, and then we add this 0. It's just 60, so then we would need 60. There would be a total of 60 bears. All right, so our next problem, we want to read it again. Now I see 3 numbers, so make sure we're really thinking about what numbers need to be multiplied. A salesperson sold 4 bikes. Okay, so each bike was $123. So you have $123 4 times. So $123 for the first bike, $123 for the second bike, $123 for the third bike, and $123 for the fourth bike. All right, so how we're going to solve that is we're going to do 4 bikes, each for $123. So it's going to be 4 times 123. Now, we may have to do some regrouping in this problem, so don't forget those skills that we did earlier in the week. So 4 times 3 is 12. We want to put down our 2, carry our 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 4 times 1 is 4. So the total that was made was $492. So now the last question is, did the salesperson make more or less than $800? So is 800 more than 492 or less than 492? Right? It's less. So he did not make $800. He made less than $800. Right? So that, remember, that $800 was just after we had to figure out what our answer was first, and then we could figure out if it was more or less than $800. So when you're multiplying, maybe underline the 2 numbers, think about how many groups you need, how many is in each group, and then go ahead and do your multiplication problem.